Do you see that? Climate change, global warming, that is what these people are shouting against it. But now the question is, why do these people are calling against the greenhouse gases if the greenhouse gases are so important to us? Why are these people against it? Now we are going to talk about climate change and global warming.
Good day, everyone. I am Grayla Raga together with my co-presenters Jonaisa Haji Abdullah and Julia Van Melaranjo. For today's presentation, we will be talking about climate change and global warming. We have four objectives for today's presentation. The first objective is to define what is Anthropocene. Second, discuss about the definition of climate change, its causes, effects, evidences, and solutions. Third objective is to define what is global warming, its causes and effects, and lastly, differentiate climate change and global warming. We are living in a time many people refer to as the Anthropocene. But what exactly is this word? The word Anthropocene comes from the Greek terms for human, which is the anthropo, and new, which is seen, but its definition is controversial. According to Katie Pavid in year 2019, Anthropocene is a time during which humans have had a substantial impact on our planet. The Anthropocene epoch is an unofficial unit of geologic time, used to describe the most recent period in Earth's history when human activity started to have a significant impact on the planet's climate and ecosystems. We are part of a complex global system, and the evidence of our impact on it has become so clear. Some people think of this human impact largely with regards to climate change, the warming of our atmosphere, air, and oceans caused by using fossil fuels. Now let us dig more about climate change. When we say climate, it is the usual weather of a place. Therefore, in defining climate change, we can say that climate change is a change in the usual weather found in a place. This could be a change in how much rain a place usually gets in a year, or it could be a change in a place's usual temperature for a month or season. But why is this happening? Changes observed in Earth's climate since the mid 20th century are driven by human activities, particularly fossil fuels burning, which increases heat trapping greenhouse gas levels in Earth's atmosphere, raising Earth's average surface temperature. At the root of climate change is the phenomenon known as the greenhouse effect, or the term used by scientists to describe the way that certain atmospheric gases trap heat that would otherwise radiate upward from the planet's surface into outer space. There are two types of causes of climate change. The first one are the natural causes of climate change. The Earth has gone through warming and cooling phases in the past, long before humans were around. Forces that can contribute to climate change include the sun's intensity. Changes in the sun's energy output can affect the intensity of the sunlight that reaches the Earth's surface. While these changes can influence the Earth's climate, solar variations have played little role in the climate changes observed in recent decades. The second cause of climate change are volcanic eruptions. Volcanic eruptions are often discussed in relation to climate change because they release CO2 and other gases into our atmosphere. And lastly, changes in naturally occurring greenhouse gas concentrations also contribute to climate change. The second type of causes of climate change are the anthropogenic causes of climate change. Humans, more specifically the greenhouse gas emissions that human activity generates, are the leading cause of the Earth's rapidly changing climate today. Greenhouse gases play an important role in keeping the planet warm enough to inhabit, but the amount of these gases in our atmosphere has skyrocketed in recent decades. The burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas for electricity, heat, and transportation is the primary source of human generated emissions. A second major source is deforestation, which releases sequestered or stored carbon into the air. It's estimated that logging, clear cutting, fires, and other forms of forest degradation release an average of 8.1 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide per year, accounting for more than 20% of all global CO2 emissions. Other human activities that generate air pollution include fertilizer use, in which it is a primary source of nitrous oxide emissions, livestock production, wherein cattle, buffalo, sheep, and goats are major methane emitters, and certain industrial processes that release fluorinated gases. Activities like agriculture and road construction can also change the reflectivity of the Earth's surface, leading to local warming or cooling.
Effect of climate change. Warmer temperature over time are changing weather patterns and disrupting the usual balance of nature. This poses many risks to human beings and all other forms of life on Earth. First effect of climate change is the hotter temperatures. Higher temperatures increases heat-related illness and can make it more difficult to work and move around. The second one is more severe storms. They cause flooding and landslides, destroying homes and communities, and costing billions of pounds. The third one is increased drought. Droughts can steer destructive sand and dust storms that can move billions of tons of sand across continents. The next one is a warming, rising ocean. The ocean soaks up most of the heat from global warming. This melts ice sheets and raises sea levels, threatening coastals and island communities. The ocean absorbs carbon dioxide, keeping it from the atmosphere. More carbon dioxide makes the ocean more acidic, which endangers marine life. Next is the loss of species. Climate change poses risks to the survival of species on land and in the ocean. This risk increases as temperatures climb. Some species will be able to relocate and survive, but others will not.
The next one is not enough food. Changes in climate and increases in extreme weather events are among the reasons behind a global rise in hunger and poor nutrition. Then, more health risks. Changing weather patterns are expanding diseases such as malaria. Extreme weather events increase diseases and death and make it difficult for healthcare system to keep up. The last one is the poverty and displacement. Climate change increases the factors that put and keep people in poverty. Floods may sweep away urban slums, destroying homes and livelihoods.
Evidence of global climate change. The rate of change since the mid-20th century is unprecedented over millennia. Scientific information taken from natural sources such as ice cores, rocks, and tree rings, and from modern equipment like satellites and instruments all show there's signs of changing climate. From global temperature rise to melting ice sheets, the evidence of a warming planet abounds. Solutions for climate change. Everyone can help limit climate change, from the way we travel to the electricity we use and the food we eat. We can make a difference. Start with these following actions to help tackle the climate crisis. First solution is save energy at home. Second one is walk, cycle, or take public transport. The third one is eat more vegetables. Fourth is consider your travel. Fifth is throw away less food. The next one is reduce, reuse, repair, and recycle. 7 is restore nature to absorb more carbon. 8 is to protect the ocean. 9 is to protect forests like the Amazon. And next, switch to an electric vehicle. Then the last one is change your home's source of energy.
Hello, it's me, Julia. At this moment, let us going to define what is global warming. Global warming is formally defined as the increase in the temperature of Earth's atmosphere. This causes climate change, which poses a serious threat to life on Earth. There could be several causes of global warming, but the most important cause of increasing global warming is the effect of greenhouse gases. To understand thoroughly, let us define what is greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases are those heat-trapping pollutants, specifically carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, water vapor, and synthetic fluorinated gases, and their impact is called the greenhouse effect. The so-called greenhouse gases have advantage and disadvantage. Greenhouse gases are good because they keep our planet at a suitable temperature for life, protecting us from dangerous solar radiation. But it becomes bad when excess greenhouse gases, and that will lead to global warming. Man-made activities have been the dominant cause of global warming. So what are these? With the advent of industrialization, the temperature of the Earth has been increasing rapidly. The harmful emissions from the factories add to the increasing temperature of the Earth. The burning of fossil fuels, such as coal, natural gas, and oil, causes higher temperatures. Travel and transportation also cause global warming since most automobiles are powered via fossil fuels, including gasoline. They release carbon and other pollutants into the air but affect both water and air quality. Next is deforestation. A massive amount of forests are cleared every year to make furniture, paper, and to clear the way for roads, oil mines, dams, and habitation. Forest releases a lot of oxygen, consumes carbon, and purifies our air, thus maintaining the planet's temperature. But due to a decrease in the number of trees and forests, the carbon dioxide remains in the atmosphere, adding fuel into the fire and warming the globe. Various farming activities produce carbon dioxide and methane gas. These add to the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere and increase the temperature of the Earth. Overpopulation. An increase in population means more people breathing. This leads to an increase in the level of carbon dioxide, the primary gas causing global warming in the atmosphere. However, some amount of global warming can be attributed to natural phenomena. Volcanoes are one of the largest natural contributors to global warming. The ash and smoke emitted during volcanic eruptions goes out into the atmosphere. Melting permafrost. Permafrost is a frozen soil that has environmental gases trapped in it for several years and is present below Earth's surface. It is present in glaciers. As the permafrost melts, it releases the gases back into the atmosphere, increasing the Earth's temperature. Forest blazes or forest fires emit a large amount of carbon-containing smoke. These gases are released into the atmosphere and increase the Earth's temperature, resulting in a global warming. Here are some of the effects of global warming. Global warming has led to an incredible increase in Earth's temperature. Since 1800s, average global temperatures have increased by about 1 degree Celsius. This has resulted in an increase in the melting of glaciers, which have led to an increase in the sea level. This could have devastating effects on coastal regions. Threats to the ecosystem. With global warming on the rise, and species and habitats decreasing, the chances for ecosystems adapting naturally are diminishing. Also, increase in global temperatures has made the fragility of coral reefs even worse. Climate change. Global warming has led to a change in climatic conditions. There are droughts at some places and floods at some. This climatic imbalance is the result of global warming. Spread of diseases. Global warming leads to a change in the patterns of heat and humidity. This has led to the movement of mosquitoes that carry and spread diseases. Climate change and global warming are often used interchangeably, but they're not the same. Imagine Earth as a giant house. Global warming is when the house gets warmer overall, while climate change is when different rooms in the house starts to change. One room becomes hotter, another gets more rain, another gets cooler. Moreover, this presents the dissimilarities between two. Global warming is the gradual increase of Earth's surface temperature, while the climate change is the long-term change in global weather patterns. Global warming is caused by the heat-trapping gases, while climate change is caused by global warming and other climatic shifts that happen naturally. We can still limit global warming if we act now, simplifying the climate crisis and nudging you to think about climate action. By this, let's work together to protect our planet and ensure a sustainable future for future generations to come.